Hey Valley. Today we'll be finishing up that pack. This will be part 2 of the 5th grade item sampler. Okay, Lydia used 1/25th of her notebook. What decimal amount did she use? Okay, now we're in the calculator portion here, so we can go ahead and get our calculator ready. So if she used 1/25th, that's simply 1 divided by 25. As our fraction is 0.04. Let me just double check and make sure that I read my question right. She used 1/25th of her notebook paper. What decimal amount did she use? And that's all she wrote. Okay, next problem. Okay, Jill is 48 or 4 and 5/8 inches tall, and Leah is 47.5 inches tall. What is the difference in their height? Okay, we're looking for difference, so it looks like that's a subtraction word. All my answers I see are in decimals, and I've got a mix of fractions and decimals, so I'm going to have to convert to decimals. So I've got 48, and I need to know what 5/8 is a decimal. So 5 divided by 8 is 0.625, and then I'm going to need to subtract 47 and a half an inch or 0.5 inches, and I'll just put that 0 placeholder there. We can do this on our calculator since it's a calculator target at 48.625, so that's 48 and 5/8 minus 47.5. That's 1 1/8 or 1.125 inches. So that would be right here, answer C. The next one, probably the toughest problem in the pack thus far. At the movie store, Erin pays a monthly fee and is charged for each movie she rents. The table shows the monthly cost when Erin rents a different number of movies. So she's got a monthly cost here. So then she's got a certain number of movies that she rents. So she has to pay some dollars for each movie. Plus there's this monthly cost for the different number of movies. Okay, so monthly fee and the total cost. So we're trying to figure out what the monthly fee is here. So for example, I could just do this and go, well, $33 divided by 6 would equal $5.50 per movie, but that would leave no money for this monthly fee that she has to pay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and subtract the different monthly fees they've given me here. So I'm going to take 33, I'm going to minus 3. So let's see, 33 minus 3 is 30. And I'm going to divide that 30 by the 6, the number of movies. Sorry. That'd be $5. Okay, so if this answer is going to work, it should work for the other ones too, because it has to work for everything. So let's take 8 times $5. So 8 times $5 is 40. So it can't be this answer here. It doesn't work out. So let's see if it could be $6. So I'll take the $33 and I'm going to subtract the $6. I get 27. So 33 minus the $6 equals $27. And then take 27 and I'll divide that by the 6 movies again. You can see I'm kind of working backwards. That'd be $4.50. Divide by the 6 movies would be $4.50. Okay, let's see if that would work for 8 movies. Okay, 8 times $4.50 equals 36, and then I'll add in that $6 monthly fee plus the 6, sorry. So I had 8 times, I'm going to redo that, 8 times the 4.5 would be 36 plus the $6 is going to be $42, not 39. So it can't be this one. So let's try the next one. Try $15. All right, so subtract take the 33 again. Let's use that top one. I'll minus $15. So $33 minus $15 monthly fee they think would give me $18. If I divide that by that 6 movies again, divide by the 6 equals $3 per movie. All right, well, let's try these other ones. If I took 8 movies times $3, that'd be $24. So 8 times 3 is 24. Plus the 15, this one's looking good. That's 39. Let's try it for the other one. If I took the 10 movies times the $3, that would be 30. And then if I added that $15 monthly fee, that too would be $45 plus the 15. So it looks like our answer is C, but let me just check D. If I subtracted 18, so 33 minus 18, that would be $15 divided by 6 would be $250. I'll just try it on this one. 10 times 2.5, that would be $25, and then plus the 18. It works for that one. That one didn't work. I don't think I did that right. Let me try that again. 10 times the 2.5 is $25 plus the 18. Sorry, I hit that wrong key there. It would be $43. So this one doesn't work either. So the only example that it works is paying $15, and you could backtrack and check that too, but I want to keep the film rolling here. All right, tough problem. Next one. That one you had to work backwards on. I think that's the most efficient way for a young kid to solve it. All right, 3 points are shown on a grid. Here, here, and here. Which rule was used to plot the points? So what I did is I'm just going to make myself a little XY chart here, and X is, let's see, 1, 2, so it's 3, 3, 3, 3, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just double check that. 3 is good. I've got 4, 5, 4 and 5, and then I've got 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Okay, which rule was used to plot the points? So we just have to check it. Does y equals x? Does y equal x? Y equal x? It does equal x here, but not here, so it can't be that one. Let's see if it could be x plus 2. Okay, does y equal x plus 2? Well, here's y, and it's not x plus 2 because that would have to be 5, so it would be 3 plus 5. So it can't be that one. 1/2 x plus 3, it could be that. So let's just try it. Y equals 1/2 of 3 plus 3. 1/2 of 3 would be, and you could do that if you want on the calculator, you could just take 0.5, which is 1/2, times 3. You get 1.5 plus the 3 would equal 4.5. So it can't be that one. It's got to work for everyone. So it must be this one, but let's just see if it works. So 2x minus 3. So y equals 2x minus 3. We think that's right. So let's put in x. 2 times 3 is 6, minus 3 is 3. That worked. 2 times 4, 2x, 2 times 4 is 8, minus 3 is 5. That worked there too. And then 2x, this would be 2 times 5, which would be 10, minus 3 is 7. So this one here does check out to work for all of them. Remember, just make an XY chart and plop in the values. This is also a way you can do that. You can put the x, you can put the y, and you could just put, whatever that is, 2x minus 3 in the middle, and then substitute it in. So for 3 and 3, then you can literally write it in. 2 times 3 is 6 minus 3. That would work too. All right, let's get on, keep moving. Okay, here's an expression. This looks like order of operations, and we can use our calculator here. I don't think I'm going to need to. The numbers look pretty small. So order of operations, PEMDAS, P, E, and then multiplication or division, first come, first serve, and addition, subtraction, first come, first serve. So I'm going to rewrite this 4 times 3, 6, whoops, I did that wrong. I'll just rewrite it. 4 plus 3, we have the distributive property here, 6 plus 10 divided by 2. All right, so parentheses, got to do that one first. So let me rewrite everything. 4 plus 3, 6 plus 10 is going to be 16 divided by 2. I have no exponents, so I have to do multiplication or division, whichever one comes first. And in this case, it's multiplication right here. So I have 4 plus 3 times 16 is 48. And then divided by 2. Now next I have division, so I'll do that. 48 divided by 2, that is 24. So I have 4 plus 24, which equals 28. Like any problem, I'd go back and run that again too to make sure that worked out. A lot of kids get mixed up here, and they think you have to do 4 plus 3 is 7, and then this here, but this is the distributive property. That parentheses, that means multiplication, so you have to do that first before you do the 4 plus 3. Okay, which value makes the equation 5b? I'm going to go back here. This is never going to be 4 plus 3, because if you look at the, once you do 3 times 16, your option here would be to be 4 plus 48. But you can't do that either. You can't do the addition until you do the division. So just want to clarify. Which value makes the equation 5b plus 15 equals 32? 5b plus 15 equals 30. I'll just substitute in, put in 3 first. 5 times 3 plus 15 equals 30. 5 times 3 that's actually 15 plus 15 equals 30. So this one here looks to be okay. Let me just do a quick sub on the others. 5 times 9. So 5 times 9 would be 45 plus 15. That's too big. 5 times 10, that would be 5 times 10 would be 50 plus 15. That one is too big, and that one is going to be obviously too big. So A is my correct answer there. Just substitute it in. Okay, what is the value of 4k plus 6j minus 2 when k equals 3 and j equals 5? And again, this looks complicated. We're just going to substitute in the values. So let's try substituting in. We have k equals 3, so 4 times 3 plus 6, and they want j to equal 5, so 5 minus 2. Now we have to use order of operations here, and I need to slide that up. We have to use order of operations in order to complete this one. So order of operations says do parentheses first, so 4 times 3 plus 6, 5 minus 2 is 3. Now I can do the multiplication up here because this one appears first, so that would be 12 plus 18, and 12 plus 18 is 30. Okay, so that would be B, 30. This one here I drew out for you. Please write your answer in the space below. You may use the digits 0 through 9, the symbols. Okay, this is a gridded response, but we don't have that. We'll just solve the problem. A triangle has a height of 25 feet. I showed the height over there. It has a base of 12. What is the area of the triangle? I guarantee you're going to see this someplace on the 5th or 6th grade MCA. So I'm just going to take the 25, take the height, times that base, the 12. I could have done that the other order too. So I got 300. But again, keep in mind, 300 is not the area of the triangle. 300 would be the area of that rectangle. So that divided by 2 is 150. 150 inside. That would be the area. So 150 square feet. 150 square feet. Okay. All right, this one here. Which net makes a cylinder? Well, I know it has to have a top and a bottom, and this one here won't have a top and a bottom, and this one here doesn't work. The question is right here, and I just think this is just a nasty question because both of these could look like they could make cylinders. The problem is this distance right here on this one, there's not enough for that to go all the way around. If you were to take and measure it with a piece of string, it would stop short. So this one can't be the correct answer. This one here, the circumference of the circle is long enough to meet this, which is really the width of the label. I think of this as a soup can. Here's the top of the soup can and the bottom of the soup can, and this is the label. And when you put it together, this distance here has to equal the circumference of the circle because that's what it wraps around. The height here can vary, but that's the problem here. It wouldn't be long enough. This line here would stop, half or 60% of the way around there. Okay, so we got that done. Trapezoid, finding that, I'd already go ahead and put my, this formula will be provided for you on the test, so let's just pop in our values. So we got 1/2, the height is 12, and then I've got to do the base 1, which is 9 plus 14. I didn't use this number. That number is a distractor. You don't need to know what that leg of that is. So I usually just solve it straight out. 1/2 of 12 is 6, and we have 9 plus 14. 9 plus 14. We can use our calculator too. 9 plus 14, we've got 23. So now I have 6 times 23, and take that times 6, gives me 138. And of course it's in centimeters, so my answer would be in centimeters squared. So that would be B, 138 centimeters squared. Okay. This one here, we have to do the surface area of this rectangular prism. We've got measurements of 10, 8, and 12. My little trick is just go ahead and start put down the 6 lines and then add them all up. So we'll find the area of this face first. So that would be 10 wide and 12 high. So 10 times 12. So this is going to be 120 here. So of course there'll be 120 twice because there's 120 here, and then in the back side as well, or the back face would be 120. Let's find this one next. This is going to be 8 wide and 12 high, so that's 96. So we got 96 and 96. Then I got to figure out what the top and the bottom are. Okay, so this one is 10 wide, and this measurement comes up here. This is 8, so it's 10 times 8. So I've got 80 and 80. Okay, well I can see right here these are going to each make 200. So it looks like my answer is going to be pretty close to 200. It's going to be pretty close to 600. So we have 120 plus 120 plus 96 plus 96 plus 80, plus 80 plus 80 equals 592, but I'm going to run that again. You saw me make a mistake when I was adding there, so I'll try it my other way. These two together would be 200. These two together would be 200. And then 96 plus 96 is 592, so we're at C here. And of course that'll be centimeters. Actually, they made a mistake here, because that's surface area, so that should be centimeters squared. Okay. Just a couple left here. This rectangular prism has a height. I'm going to slide that down so you can see the question. This rectangular prism has a height of h centimeters. The area of its base is b times c centimeters squared. So I remember that base is like length times width. So this guy right here, they're already given us the area, and they're saying that it's b times centimeters squared. So how much does the volume of the prism increase when the height is increased by 1 centimeter? So I want you to think of a rectangular prism as a cake. So if each layer of that cake is 1 centimeter, well, when we take 1 centimeter squared, or b centimeters squared, times 1 centimeter, it would be, whatever that is. So we've got, sorry, here's my 1 centimeter up here. When it increases by 1 centimeter, I underline the wrong thing. So when you take the base and you multiply it by 1 centimeter, in other words, it's one layer, this is the correct answer, because it's going to be whatever the base is times centimeters cubed. So if the base happened to be 6, it would be 6 centimeters cubed, because you're going up by a unit of just 1 here. Okay, it's like this. It's just going to be 1 unit. So it'll be your base centimeters squared, and then you're just adding that third dimension of 1 centimeter. It's kind of a conceptually difficult thing. Maybe you want to talk that one through with your parents. Sorry I messed this up here by circling the wrong 1 centimeter. All right, Anna listed the prices of the meals on a menu. Here they are. What is the mean price of the meals? That's mean means average, and I always think Yoda. Me, add, and divide. I always think meaned with a D. Me, add, and divide. Me, add, in, like and, divide. Okay, so add those guys up and divide by the number of them. So we have 14.85, 14.85 plus 10.75, 10.75. That's 25.6 plus 8.50 plus 12.45 plus 9.20. That equals 55.75. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, a total of 5 meals. So if I divide that by 5, I'm getting $11.15 per meal. On a test, I would add those up again, but again, the video is getting long, so I'm going to move on past that. I think that's the last problem. No, we have one more here. What does that mean? That means that of these meals, the average price of them is $11.15. So I'm going to just change this. This is the average. That's what mean means. Me, add, and divide. That's the way you solve it. You add them all up and divide by the total number of meals or whatever. Okay, let's see. Maria recorded the heights of 2 plants for 4 weeks. Here she's graphed them out. Here's plant 1 in the solid line. Plant 2 is like in a gray line. How much did plant 2 grow from week 1 to week 2? So here's week 1. Oops. Here's week 1, and here's week 2. So it looks like it was at week 1, it was at a half, because it's between 0 and 1. And then by the time it got to week 2, it was at 2 inches. So I really have 2 minus 1/2. Now if you remember, 1/2 is 0.5, so I'll just go 2 minus 0.5 on my calculator. 2 minus 0.5, that's 1.5. And is it in centimeters? Yeah, 1.5 centimeters. So it grew 1.5 centimeters from week 1 to week 2, so it was in 1 week, but during that time span. All right, thank you very much for listening. Sorry it got long. I know a lot of people struggle with it and want to know how the problems were solved, so that's why I did it. Have a good one. Bye.